won't win games in this league with an offensive night like that. They've got some things to figure out.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Luka plays the 2 with Clay stepping in at the 3. Najee Marshall is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's King in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, these two teams just faced off. It's the second game of this mini-series.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, we first saw a lot of these back in the 21-22 season, and they were added in a way to reduce travel. You know, I like them. They give you a playoff feel with the game-to-game adjustments that I love. 1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Vassell. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
You see the improvement in Vassell's jump shot, looking more and more confident now.
Dallas has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. King, the pass to Gafford. Here's King. 4-3.
Good.
And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Over to the left wing. Thompson outside. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Outside Paul. Lets it go from 11. Gafford grabs the miss.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Outside Johnson. Paul, a screen on Thompson. From deep, Johnson. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Out left to the wing. Here's King. Sohan covering. Pass to King. From deep. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. King's got 15.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Luka Magic.
And with almost all of the season in the books, the power rankings can tell you a lot. Taking a look at Cleveland, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for the Mavericks, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they legit, but they could very well be the team to beat.
Now here's Paul. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Pass to Sohan. High arcing shot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
One hand.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together, and the future looks bright.
Well, Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out.
He's on the Lakers
and Dallas
now.
is just very lucky to have him.
We need him on the Wizards.
Outside Paul. Pass to Johnson. To the middle. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I'm just going to say this. Johnson has some bounce. When this man gets off the ground, he gets off the ground with ease.
Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, a little bit of bounce still, Clay. Okay, I see you. Get off the floor with a little ease, with a little dunk.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Trailing by 19. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
So it's the Mavericks now, coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
San Antonio with the ball after the basket by Dallas. Thompson against Johnson. Pass to Sohan. Shot clock at 6. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer off the mark. Dallas leading by 21. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the
Chris
flush,
Paul
the
tried
whole
to
thing
block.
was perfect. Paul passes to Sohan. And here's Vassell to end the run. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Vassell's got his second basket on the
Oh,
night.
man.
Vassell has no conscience behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it up.
Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Pass to Sohan. Vassell outside. Outside Paul. Fires the 3. Here's King. He's guarded by Paul.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. And for San Antonio, they're shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. The kick out to Paul.
He got the ring.
Doncic pulls down the board.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Pass to King. Lets the 3 fly. San Antonio with a rebound. Johnson inside. Marshall's there. Now Johnson. Three-pointer. Doncic grabs the miss. Johnson's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Here's King. Here's the 3. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Collins, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Mamukelashvili comes in for Sohan. Branham's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jones in for Chris Paul. Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Exum comes in for Klay Thompson. Collins passes to Jones to halt the run. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Throws it up high.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Here's Jones. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Pulls up for 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And the Spurs with possession here. And here's Jones. 15 in his last outing.
Yeah, a really rough opening quarter for them in terms of shooting.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Drops in the three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now here's Vassell. He's got 5. Collins a screen. The shot from 20 feet out, and he hits the jumper. Vassell's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Hey?
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And San Antonio making a change here. Johnson's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Prosper's checked in. Nice move. And Vassell puts it in. Vassell's got 9.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
Here's King, defended by Jones.
It's flow and rhythm to their offense.
In general, their last time out against the put up double in recap. That's gotta be very to take for
Unstoppable during certain stretches. One for 3 on the back. Here's King. And the sweet roll back for Rick. 39.
Just totally relentless. Only level.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out.
That's why they lead. And more NBA action on 2. So far, it's been a game. See if that
All around and
How aggressive they've been in the open floor.
For Dallas.
On the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches it.
they're losing because he is struggling. He does not look comfortable all
King side to stop the run. Klay Thompson pulls down the board.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
King, the pass to Exum. Here's King. Non-stop scoring machine right here.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Collins Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
You know, from the 2020 bubble to late 2021, Zach Collins didn't play a single game. He missed over a year, Richard.
Yeah, underwent ankle surgery, missing a ton of games. Despite that, Zach's come back stronger, really improving all aspects of his game.
Sissoko, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Dallas also making a switch. Marshall's checked in. King, the pass to Thompson. Now Gafford. It's Exum on the wing. Here's King. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Launches it. He got it again! Sensational!
For this franchise, he's now tied the record for most points in a single season.
That tells you all you need to know about him offensively. He's ultra savvy and ultra skilled. Jones. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Right wing. From outside the arc. Again! What an avalanche!
He's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been a fantastic year.
It's been a season for the ages for him, and one that'll go down in the history of this franchise. Jones misses.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Jones, giving this team some energy. Average. Champagny, he's checked in for Sissoko. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Here's Johnson. Chalk up 2 there.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And Dallas with possession. They're on an 18-4 run. The 3 is up. And yes, another basket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Jones misses.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Pass to King. The 3 is up. Another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And rejected. And it's Marshall penetrating. And a 2-handed jam.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And the Spurs shooting a low 26% from the field. Here's Jones. It's hauled in by Exum. And so it's Dallas with it. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Here's Jones, following the score by Dallas. Collins a screen. Jones in the post. The Mavericks pull it in.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum. And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Branham. And foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got one or two, your interior play better be strong.
Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Sohan comes in for Champagny. And again for three. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Jones, the pass to Sohan. Outside Wembanyama. To the inside. Here's Jones. And the rebound goes to Dallas. King's got 11 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Powell. Pass to King. Back to Powell. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. Powell's got his first 2 points of the night.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Here's King. Good! That's another bucket! Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Pass to Sohan. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. And King pulls it down.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. To the inside. Jones misses.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Here's King. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Pass to Powell, to the wing, right side. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Good. He hits again. And there it is. 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Marshall passes to King. Exum outside. Here's Powell. Lays it up and banks it in. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Jones feels it out. Can they get it? Powell pulls it in. It's been all Mavericks. Exum passes to Marshall.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Pass to Branham. Now here's Jones. Wembanyama, high post. From behind the arc. The shot that time not on target.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Mavericks are making moves to surround Luka and Kyrie with talent. Now they've given up a lot of draft picks, but that's what you do when you have superstars in their prime. With their beefed-up roster, Coach Jason Kidd says, we are deep. This is the first time the Mavs have been deep in a very long time. Brian?
Yeah, I haven't been able to hear that in a while. They've got some players now, Allie. And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Grant.
Well, BA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie. Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Outside Jones. The three ball. It's hauled in by Exum. Exum's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
He's dropping the three ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
Here's Branham. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Here's Wembanyama. Hits the jump hook.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Pass to King. Back to Exum. And there's 1:45 left in the first half. Powell passes to Marshall. 5 on the clock. Here's King. From deep three-point land. Oh, connects again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's Wembanyama. And King pulls it down. King's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Marshall. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Terrific find there, and he notches the triple-double. He's just been everywhere tonight.
Sohan, right side. Back to Jones. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jones has got 6 points.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
Here's King, defended by Jones. Pass to Grimes. Here's King. Non-stop scoring machine right here. He gets it in there.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Jones. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Jones. For San Antonio, Keldon Johnson comes in for Collins, and it's Vassell in for Branham. Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic comes in for Exum. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. A nice shot by Doncic.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Johnson passes to Vassell. Drains the triple. 15 points in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so it's Dallas making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Dallas Mavericks.
They've been imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster, making even better decisions. That's impressive.
Yeah, if your front office selected any one of these guys, you can say you won the draft.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's King. Sohan and Wimby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Paul in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Dallas shooting their first free throws here tonight. No good on the free throw. No good on the second free throw. The Spurs shooting just around 26% for the game. And that one's good.
His playmaking is trending in the right direction. Vassell has shown steady growth in that area.
Here's King. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Gafford passes to King. Knocks down the triple.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Vassell outside. Outside Johnson from downtown. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Vassell outside to the left wing. Sohan left, 6 to shoot for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Doncic. Sohan with a rebound. And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Vassell with it. Marshall's there. Paul. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's King. Gafford passes to Thompson. Back to Gafford. Here's King. Pass to Marshall. Launches a 3. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Vassell outside. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
King gets the bucket.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Sohan outside. Down low. Here's Paul. There's the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. San Antonio with the ball. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Dallas has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. To the middle. Over to the wing. Here's King. And it's Dallas scoring again.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Prosper's checked in for Marshall. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Paul. 3-pointer. Vassell's shot is good. Vassell's got 18.
Man, when Vassell hit his stride tonight, he just kept going. This man is relentless.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
And San Antonio has possession. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Here's Wembanyama. No luck on that one. Nice D from Gafford. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Here's King. Misses the 3. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range.
And one more foul, and he's out of here. Got to be careful from here on.
There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter. That'll count. Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And so it's Dallas, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Najee Marshall is out there with Dante Exum. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's King in at the point guard position. Gets the 3 ball to go. King's got 16 points here in the second half. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Well, the Spurs shooting a rough 29% from the field here.
Damn!
Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that game against the Pacers, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Sissoko, he's checked in for San Antonio. King gets the bucket.
Well, Dinwiddie has a great sense for when and where to send the ball.
Outside Jones, pass to Sissoko. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Collins. Soft touch off the glass.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
King, the pass to Exum. Here's King. Takes the 3. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Collins with a screen on Dinwiddie. Branham misses. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Marshall. And here's Exum. For 3, Dinwiddie. Jones grabs the board.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
Count that one.
And, guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
Pass to Branham. Collins with a screen on Dinwiddie. To the paint. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's King. Here's King. And it's good. Off the back of the rim. And King gets 12 points.
They can't just be giving the game away.
Well, and welcome. We played
From him.
Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
Here's Branham, outside Jones. Pass to Collins. Back to Jones. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Here's Dallas now. They're on a 17-6 run. To the inside. It's Exum on the wing. Here's King. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Collins outside. Back to Jones. Pass to Sissoko. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Exum passes to Marshall. And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Inside. And the basket by Branham.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Marshall passes to King. There's the three. They get it back. Gafford with the bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Jones. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
King, the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's King. Lets it fly. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.